almost a year since I bought a motorbike without a seat. I started in the Clubman grade, so I thought I'd give some examples of riding at this level and how much fun it's been. I should mention our club may tend to make our Clubman grades a bit tougher than some other clubs, so these samples are only a rough guide. And also, everything looks way easier than it is. I can remember years ago watching some trials riders in the Clubman grade and thought, anyone can do that. Needless to say, once I started, I realised just how challenging it is to go slow. And of course, video cameras make things look even easier. Huge logs just look like twigs. Vertical rock faces just look like a little slow. Clubman and intro riders usually are riding in the same sections, but there are little white markers the Clubman riders follow to make things more difficult. A typical Clubman section will have tighter turns, slightly larger obstacles, and occasionally some rocky ground, sand or water to ride through. You don't need any fancy techniques like wheel hops or floater turns for the Clubman grade, but of course you can start learning some of these techniques and apply them in Clubman class if you eventually want to move up to C grade or beyond. One of the awesome things about Clubman grade is how social it is. It's really just you competing against the terrain, so there's plenty of chatting and exchanging tips as everyone lines up to go through the sections. And there's never any pressure to do a section you think might be too tough. You can just pass and live to ride another section, or you can get other riders to spot for you. For example, standing on the other side of a log to catch the bike if you do get off balance. Even in the upper grades, trials is a very safe sport, but especially so in the Clubman grade, where injuries beyond a scratch or two are extremely rare. It's just plain fun. To me, that's one of the most brilliant aspects of trials. Huge amounts of fun, irrespective of age, gender, fitness, ability, the type of bike you ride, or whether you just want to potter around or have long-term goals to ride at an international level. You can ride all sorts of bikes at Clubman level. The old twin shock trials bikes do a great job, and you'll even occasionally see the old classic trials bikes riding Clubman lines if their riders are experienced. You definitely don't need the latest model trials bike for Clubman sections. It's about your technique your ability. For many of us, the Clubman grade whets the appetite for more. There are riders who practice static balancing on their bikes in the garage. Some have even been known to balance on their bikes in the lounge room while watching TV. Trials is hugely addictive, and once you're hooked, things like lounge room practice suddenly don't sound crazy anymore. The basic trials techniques of balance, clutch control and body positioning you learn in the Clubman grade will have a big influence on any other types of motorbike riding you do as well. Trials seems to be the best kept secret of motorcycling. A common statement from Clubman riders is, why aren't there more people doing this? Not into trials yet? Time to stop monkeying around and start evolving. Do yourself a favour and get a bike without a seat.